This is Creeping Death on Reaper Four Skulls.
Lev, a representative of the 12, waits to speak to you as you descend into the sewers. Shouts from below can be heard in the next chamber. A poisonous vapor bubbles up from the water below.
And so this is, if you try to jump down here, you'll die instantly. We just have to wait for the bridge to go down.
Suspended within death touch the gelatinous cube. Before you can react, the huge corrosive ooze effortlessly consumes the members of the 12 on the platform below. Garko strikes a magical sigil and is teleported further into the complex. Garko's minions bar you from proceeding further into the sewer complex.
Success on a 6, that's a good sign. So these fiendish kobolds have pretty high saves. My dire charge isn't working good. My holy retribution is, but the dire charge isn't working very good. It works a little bit, I guess, but I've gone through a lot of my, well, I guess I have a 6 left still. All right, let me get this trap. Oh, Charlie's getting it. There's a lot of traps in this quest. I believe there's one right over here. Oh, but I guess I'll have to get it after. It's working a little bit on these Fiendish Kobolds, but their saves are a little on the high side. You know, probably in a few lives it would be no problem to get them, but now it's a little hit and miss. So these arcane oozes are tough on a caster. We don't really have a caster. Let's see if you got that already. Nope, I'll get it. I'm going to use my skill boost. Success on a 16. That's a dead end.
The sewer tunnel in the center of the chamber
shrine.
leads down to the lower sections of the complex.
So as we advance, we'll see Darko kind of come across, and then we'll have to go to the other side of him.
Garko slides down the hallway inside his servant, Death Touch the gelatinous cube.
And I'm just going to skip all these tests, or I'm going to skip all these traps and just head to the
Before you stand 3
puzzle
runes
area.
Placed here by members of the 12.
We have to
the runes
basically get these 3 runes lit, and
this sigil will depower Garko and teleport him to the corresponding sigil elsewhere in the complex.
Jumping's not my strong suit. Coronavir will most likely do this ahead of me, although he did fall, so maybe
ladder slides in place,
he's giving me a little bit of handicap.
To this ledge. As the lever trips, a blast of air streams upwards from the pipe below.
I'll get the other side since he's getting this side. Alright, I think I'm going to try to jump all the... Well, I would, except... let's see here. Jump all the way here. And jump all the way here. And Coronavir's letting me get it so that I can have something to show in the video.
As the third
doing.
rune is activated,
That was nice of him.
hum can be heard from the hallway outside. The teleportation sigil has
So
been
we just
activated.
have to make sure that we don't run into Darko and his Death Touch gelatinous cube. And there it is. So we need to run back.
Cube when Garko strikes the sigil. The kobold vanishes, teleported to a different section
Looks
of
like
the sewer complex.
looks like he did strike it. All right, I wonder where that was. I guess over, yeah, right over here where this is. I think Shiley found the trap box. It was further ahead. Carnage Reaper, I'm gonna use my I didn't need that, he's almost down anyways, oh well. Didn't want to take a chance. Another trap. Pretty sure this one's right over here. Whoop. be another trap coming up here. Lots and lots of oozes. Really tough on a caster, although I think it's gotten easier to deal with things like this in recent years. Really not tough on a caster, tough on someone trying to do force damage and acid damage, but there's so many ways around all that now, it's not as hard as it used to be.
The poisonous vapor seems to have dissipated in your absence. The
Alright,
second sigil
so
can be seen on the far side of
now
the
we're going to jump
drawbridge.
over here.
Near the door on the other side of the chamber
This section.
is an unlit rune.
This unlit rune.
A fearsome horned devil stands between you and the rune you need to activate.
And I'm going to focus on the ooze first. Oozes. I'm going to need to use my dodge clicky and probably my other one too. It's taking too much damage there. But his DR breaker's silver and good, which I have in this weapon. Alright, let's see what kind of damage I'm taking now that my dodge is done. Give a heal to Chronivere. Alright, now he's on me. Not as bad as before. I think it must have been the oozes that were doing the damage. But I'm going to go ahead and use this since we're going to shrine after this.
The rune sparks to life as the lever is pulled. A hum of similar runes can be heard in the main chamber. A rune glows beneath the fetid water. Through
And the next thing is
You
underwater.
can just make out a sewer hatch next to the underwater
is,
passage leads down towards an unknown location. Above the lever on the far wall is a rune. A strange sloshing sound can be heard from below your feet.
Alright, so I just did that to basically break it. I wasn't really sure exactly where I was kind of going by memory a little bit where the location was. Alright, I'm going to kind of set it to more of a top view. It makes it a little easier for me. There's some Reapers down there, so I really prefer not to fall. Whoop, I did.
The rune activates, and the sound of a lowering drawbridge can be heard in the distance. Magic resonates throughout
I don't think we have to worry about the
as
Reaper because
second
we're
sigil
done,
is
so we'll
empowered.
just swim out, and I think the Reaper will stay here.
Garko curses as he strikes the second sigil.
Maybe not.
A flash of
That
magic
Reaper seems to want to be
teleports him
following
further
us.
into the complex.
We'll see. Alright, we want this ladder where Shiley is. And if you're not sure which way to go, always know you cross this bridge. And there's some traps here, so you want to ideally draw them back. sure where the trap box is for this, actually. Let me see if it's up. It does appear to be up. I'm not going to use my boost. I just want to see. Okay, 7 and a success. So I feel pretty good. Probably means I'm succeeding on a 1, most likely. Or, I mean, not at least not blowing it up on a 1. I want to say that this might be the first legendary quest they came out with, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I know, you know, the Shroud came out when it was the level cap changed. Alright, this is the last shrine, and there's a point of no return coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and use this shrine and put it on pause while we bring our, while they bring their dual boxes here. Alright, so this puzzle, Chronivere is going to go to the other side and work the back, and I'm going to work the front.
A series of symbols are etched on the
or
ground.
Shiley and I will kind of
They
jointly
seem to
work the
control
front.
the drawbridge.
Maybe. Wow, Chronivere is very fast at this, as you can see.
The drawbridge lowers and the last sigil appears, primed and ready for its victim.
Alright, so now we just need to wait for it to cross the go across that bridge that dropped when the puzzle was solved.
The sigil fires,
On
and
heroic,
the
I
gelatinous cube melts away
missed a
from
piece
Garko.
here. I
In a
missed one little
flash, the
piece,
kobold is
and so I
teleported
sat
further
over
in the
here waiting
complex.
for it to go over the bridge and ended up dying. Luckily, I was able to call my hireling over and raise myself, but it's kind of an amusing thing. But so you guys want to definitely want to make sure that bridge is actually down before assuming it's done. All right, one more trap that we have coming up here. I think Shiley's getting it. I'm still sensing a trap, but it might just be the trap boxes. Okay, looks like we're good. So this end fight, people used to always drag the boss out to this room here to avoid the respawns, like back over there. And because, you know, the devs found out about the people were doing that and they didn't like it, and so they
Garko the Great
put a
stands
leash on him.
before
And
you,
what I mean there is that
now stripped of his
he,
power.
if he gets too close to the other side, let's get this guy. If he gets too close to the other side, like he's too close now, we got to back him up. If he gets kind of anywhere near that door, he is going to reset his hit points and go back to the start. So you want to keep him, you know, preferably, you know, on this first half here. And so whoever has his aggro will kind of keep on him, and then everyone else will go after the mobs when they spawn. Okay, they spawn, so let's see who has his aggro. Chronivere. So we're gonna... Alright, I need to get Chronivere a heal. Just healing over time. Alright. So now we can kind of back on the boss. And we don't want to get him any closer to the door than he is, because he stop signs really, really quick. Okay, now another trash wave. We want to focus on this. Alright, Famine Reaper. That's... I'm not gonna worry about weapons. I'm just gonna try to get this Famine Reaper with my best weapon. And then I'll repair it after this quest. We're almost done. Alright. See, it looks like all the oozes are down, so...
Garko crumples in defeat. His last words, lamentations of his lost hopes, and curses for his enemies.
Alright, a lot of Shroud ingredients. So legendary smalls and mediums. You don't get the larges from here. But that's good. I need smalls and mediums, so... and Codex runes, so that's all good. Quite a few, actually. And that is 4,906 Reaper XP for 25 minutes. It's considered a long quest. It is a longer quest, and so that's why getting so much Reaper XP. Just real quick here before I close it down, let me see what my total Reaper XP is at. I'm 10,000 away from my next point. We have 3 quests, so I think I'll get to 19 points. I'm sitting at 350,000 Reaper XP right now. That is Creeping Death on Reaper Forest Skull.